Hey guys, this is Marcus Trusty from Core, bringing you an update on the Gulches. Several of you have been following this for a number of years as to the current status and long-term status of the Gulches. First, let's be clear. This is in regards to Longwater, Hackett, Corral Creek, Crossover, and some of the side stuff, Widowmaker down there. We are not at this point concerned about Metbury Gulch. That has been given easements, the majority of that in Teller County, and then a very small sliver in Douglas County. So the Forest Service, throughout the past travel management that we've brought you updates on, admitted that they do not have jurisdiction over that road, and so it is not currently threatened with closure. So Metbury is good to go in the full length. That's not included in the Gulches issues that we've been bringing you and talking about. So to get you guys up to speed, this year in 2021, we sent in objections at the end of last year to their draft decision, which was to close all of the routes in Park County for the connector of the Gulches. We participated in an objection meeting early this year, basically stating our feelings that's not correct. They scored those routes low for recreational value on purpose, and they should have been considered for motorized use into the future. We got the objection resolution notice given to us by the regional forester, who was reviewing all of the objections that we submitted, and she did not find in our favor. So she concluded that in her assessment, the forest did everything that they were supposed to do, and she agreed with their decision to decommission the section of Longwater, the section of Hackett, Crossover, and Corral Creek that are all in Park County, in the South Park District there. So that's really unfortunate. We don't have a lot of options left now. The only option that we can pursue is legal. We're going to have to go through the litigation process. And that's where we need your help. We, have been keeping you guys updated. We raised some funding at the end of last year to pursue this, and I was hoping that it wouldn't reach this point. We submitted a mitigation plan, a compromise during our objections, where we said, hey, let's open all the trails. Let's not open the water crossings right now because that's the source of contention. Let's let the forest do some further analysis and figure out what the best way is forward with that situation. But let's open all the trails so the users can use them. We can help them maintain them, and it's a win-win for everybody. They didn't even mention that in their objection resolution letter that we had submitted that. I'm not sure if anybody looked at it or took it serious, but it's just further proof that they never wanted those roads open. You can go through all of our videos documenting this in the process that's unfolded since 2004, unfortunately, where the forest admitted that they never wanted those roads open. So that brings us to where we are today. In our lawsuit, we're going to have to challenge the TAP scores. Some of you may remember this from past videos. Those are travel analysis process scores. And what the travel analysis process was designed to do was to find a non-biased way of classifying roads and trails for risk factors and benefits. Now, recreational use is a benefit score, or should be a benefit score. There's a line item for that. And highly desirable routes can receive a high score or even a moderate score for recreational use value. That means people love driving those roads. They may not go to a hiking trailhead. They may not go to a developed, dispersed recreation area for some other form of recreation, but people enjoy them as a system. They're looping routes, and they're highly desirable by motorized users. That, of course, is the entire Gulches system. That might be the most popular and desirable trail system in the entire state. So they should have been rated high for recreational use value. They were not. They were purposely scored low so that then they could be decommissioned under their scoring rubric. And, they did that on purpose. When you know what you need for the outcome you can kind of game the system. You ever played that, heard the phrase, you know, if you're flipping a coin, a coin flip is a common way to solve, you know, minor disagreements and things. So when I was young, I had one of my friends that if you weren't careful, he'd always say, well, let's flip a coin for this. You want to do this? I want to do this. Let's flip a coin and see what we do. And then he'd really quick say, heads I win, tails you lose. And then he'd flip the coin. So it didn't matter which side of the coin came up, he would win based on how he quickly explained the rules to you if you weren't paying attention. This is exactly what the forest has done in this instance, is they never gave it an objective chance for these roads to be open. They knew how they were going to be scored, and they specifically scored them low so that they would not be considered for recreation and would ultimately be recommended for decommissioning. That is what our lawsuit, the basis of it is. Obviously, there's a lot more specifics in there, but just the general overview, that's what's going on, is that we are alleging they incorrectly scored those routes. They knew they incorrectly scored those routes, and they admitted to it in internal emails that we obtained through a FOIA. So unfortunately, this is our last course of action. So we're fundraising now, major for the impending litigation. It's not going to be cheap. Legal issues never are. So please find on our homepage of our website, keeptrailosopen.com, the Gulches fundraiser. We have a GoFundMe account set up. Every single dollar of that just goes directly to the legal fund, okay? So if you donate anything, it's going directly to the Gulches legal fund. We also have a corporate sponsor that is matching dollar for dollar every single dollar that's donated to the legal fund. So if you donate $5, they'll match that with $5. It'll be a $10 total donation. $100, they'll match it. It'll be $200. $500, they'll match it. It'll be $1,000. So everything that you help us with will go twice as far. All right. So we need anything. I mean, $5 donations, $10 donations. It doesn't matter. It all adds up in the end. This affects all of us. If this goes through, there's other travel management plans on tap for the future that potentially could have the same thing happen if we don't call them out on this right now, where they could artificially lower scores on roads and trails to specifically game them for being decommissioned in the future. We need to stop this right now. That is not acceptable. We need to make sure that they know that's not acceptable, and we need to save the Gulches. Please find in the comments, the description, depending on where you're viewing this video, a link directly to our homepage. Go to our homepage, click the donate button, send us a couple dollars to apply to our legal fund so that we can keep the Gulches and all trails open for all of you.